Hi there, and welcome to Gen Con Digital. I'm with Adrien from Days of Wonder. Hi, Adrien.
Hello, Mathilde.
We're going to talk about A Small World of Warcraft. So this is a new release. When is it expected?
Early September.
Early September,
Yeah.
fine. And you're going to witness right now and open the box. So we're going to basically get through what this box contains together.
Exactly.
Can I open this yet?
Sure. Be my guest.
All right, let's get started. So first on the cover, I can show you. You've probably seen this before, but two different continents and the Horde and the Alliance on each side. And yeah, things seem to go fairly fine between them as usual, as you can see. Okay. These are illustrations from Miguel Coimbra.
Exactly. When we started this project, it was clear to us that we wanted to work again with Miguel because he's done all Small World base game and expansion. So he has a very good knowledge of the Small World universe, and Miguel is also a dear fan of some Blizzard, product and games. So he was very happy to contribute and be the artist on that game.
Brilliant. Excellent job. I really like this cover. And now we have some leaflets and the rule book. Okay, so in this rule book, say I've played Small World before. I'm familiar with the game. I play it twice a week. Do I need to read this again entirely?
Oh, not entirely, because we work on Small World Underground, which was like a slightly more complex version of Small World. It's kind of the same for this one, and we included in the rulebook the point of interest if you know Small World by heart, so which section exactly you should look if you're very familiar with Small World, right? So you could go through the rulebook, Small World, and look what are the differences, and of course you will need to go through the other races and power which are quite new for that game.
Okay, so this small exclamation mark saying, hey, have a look at this. Right, so this is a separated rulebook sheet, is that correct?
It's a variation, it's a variant you can play. We recommend that you don't start playing that way for the game. You should start with the basic rules, and once you know the game, you should try to play Battle for the Road, which is like a team play variant of the game,
A team play. We are not going to go into details of this mode right now, but if you're interested into the Battle for Azeroth,
which is a true, Alliance versus Horde kind of
original
gameplay
style, have a look at this other video that we have about the overview of Small World of Warcraft and the gameplay more specifically. Now we have the player aid sheets with the summary of the game turn, artifacts, legendary places. Okay, races, special powers, usual things.
It's quite complete. We every Small World base game have this kind of big, helper sheet, because I think it's very convenient when you play the game that you have like in one page all the power for the races and the special power, and it's in front of you. You don't need to go into the rulebook while you play. Everything is very clear and accessible for you. So it's easy gameplay for sure. All
right, so I see in the races, these are, for those of you who are familiar with World of Warcraft, it's going to sound fairly familiar. Well, Blood Elves, Draenei, Dwarves, Forsaken, Gnomes, all of this, the special powers are new as well?
Yeah, the game is very vanilla in the sense that most of the, if not all, the races you have in this game are from the first version of the video game. Right? We have some addition like Pandaren and stuff, but we try to have the game almost like vanilla style World of Warcraft.
Cool, and I see there are artifacts and legendary places, which I'm looking forward to discover. Here we have, are these several boards? Is that correct?
Those are islands, and they're like double-sided, right? Okay. We add them on like extra thick, cardboard, so they don't, warp or they stay firmly in place on the board. So I think it's nice. And you could even choose at random, you can pick, let's play that island, and you can like flip it one side or another and play, on different setting every time. So it gives you more variation of play. And
I'd assume the count of islands depends on the number of players.
Yeah, you have like, those are like just a small board, and you have the large board, like the one you showed. And we have the setup in the rule books and that small board. So the goal of it is that the land you want to play is always too small, right? So you need to fight.
Yeah, I mean, you were warned. It was like right in the title, so you should know about this.
And there's 6 of them, so yeah, it's plenty.
6 of them, cool. And yeah, you double-sided.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have all those races, tiles.
Banners,
Banners. Penderan, Worgen, the ones that we've seen on the player
so
H sheet.
16 of them, so it's a bit more than what you have in Small World base game, for instance. So same, you have very few, chances to discover the same combo every time.
Okay, I see. And same thing with the powers here that can be combined.
Yeah, 20 of them, and a lot of them are new. So we try to fit the universe. Some of them will look like the one you may know because they're fundamental in terms of gameplay balance, But there's a lot of novelty in that.
All right. Then the classic, I can see the classic victory points.
Victory coins, yeah.
Victory coins.
Same shape. Yeah.
Yes, same.
So, but we did the design with like
a W.
Exactly.
In the back.
So everything is kind of, new. The artwork is new like every time, right? Even if you look at the banner, they're very similar. But if you look carefully, the design is very, unique to that version.
And what else?
A lot of more stuff, yeah.
Here they are. So I guess those would be the artifacts
and places, yeah.
Can you tell us just a word about those? How do those work?
So they basically on each board you have like a central space in which you have the same shape symbol. Then you place one at random. And every time when you conquer that region, you just flip it, undercover it, and it gives you like more power,
Okay, so that is
where it should be,
All right, I see.
And the slight difference between like an artifact and the places is that the places would stay on that spot, whether the artifact you could carry with your race to use it elsewhere, right?
All right, I see.
And it gives you more variation. It gives you also tension because you want to conquer those areas, early in the game. So it gives you a nice tension to the game.
All right. I also see this dice classic. You're going to recognize this.
Which is no black instead of white.
Black and silver. Yeah, very, very fancy.
Yeah, it's nice.
And we have, why are those separated?
Oh, the Murlocs. If you're familiar with Small World, they're the Lost Tribe. So it's a race that is a bit ancient, is on the board before you start playing, right? So they're considered as regular race token, but they do not belong to any player, and they're sitting there before you came in.
Yeah, the Murlocs were always there, and they're probably still going to be there in thousands of years.
So you spend your time, slashing the Murlocs.
Slashing the Murlocs. They're always coming back.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of
plenty of tokens that will relate to one race, one special power, That for the Pandaren, for instance, that the Wisp Walls for the Night Elf. So
the bombs.
Yeah, for the goblins. This is actually one of my favorite races. The goblins, they drop bombs in regions, and the bombs, will explode or not, depending on what token, explosion or like a fail. So it's a very nice mechanism where they just draw bombs and the result is a bit random.
And this is new.
Yeah, this is a new race.
Did not exist
exactly.
in the previous Small World, like classic Small World version.
Yeah.
All right, I think there's just one thing left to see, basically, which is this. If you're familiar with Small World, you probably are with this this box
tray
for tokens, this tray, absolutely. So here you can see all the races token that you're going to get whenever you choose a race combined with the power. You can pick them in there. And here you get a nice overview also of the artwork of the game and how it fits with the World of Warcraft universe.
Yeah, so all the artwork are totally new, right? I mean, it's not art or asset that we got from Blizzard, right? It's been done by Miguel Coimbra, and so that's also unique in a sense that it's not that often you can generate new assets, new artwork for such a big license, So it was very nice to have our own version of the orc or the dwarf, trying to merge, the style of Small World and World of Warcraft.
Cool. I think we've basically seen it all. Oh, there's the round counter here that is separated because there are islands and no main board. So I guess that's the reason why there is still a little crown,
Yeah,
right?
the thing we
Yeah.
should not forget to include the turn track. We should not forget to include the turn track. No, it's like a big post-it in the office.
It's
Hey,
here.
we
You
did
made
it.
it. Pretty cool. Well, some things do not change, so the crown is here as well. I think we've seen this all. Thanks, Adrien, for the introduction to the content of the Small World of Warcraft box.
You're welcome. It's great.
I hope you enjoy your Gen Con online, and that so do you. Have a lot of fun, play a lot of games, and see you around. Don't forget to have a look at our other video if you want to learn more about the gameplay and the context, the races, the powers, everything there is to learn about the novelties in Small World of Warcraft. Bye!